Hello everyone! Today's yoga practice is going to be a gentle yoga, so we're going to be taking it really easy. This is great for beginners, or even if you're feeling a little sick or under the weather or you're recovering from a tough workout. This is just going to be something to get you moving a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we're going to start today on our mat, just facing forward and getting grounded in yoga with bringing our focus to this practice. So I just want you to start here, and you can even bring one hand to your belly here, and I want you to feel your belly rise and fall with each breath. And you can do this while closing your eyes, and then just start to think about being connected from the ground all the way up. And while you do this, I want you to start to think about activating the muscles that are engaged while you stand. So spread your toes wide on the mat. I'm going to walk you through this process as we work our way up to our head to get into the proper position. And I just ask that you continue to focus on your breath. So every inhale, your belly will rise, and every exhale, your belly button will draw in towards your midline. So focus on your breath and just listen as you follow along. Start from the feet, so spread the toes wide on the mat. And I want you to think about pushing equally through all four corners of your feet, rising up through your arches. And then as you move your awareness up your legs, I want you to firm through the front of your legs, firm through the back of your legs. So your lower body right now should feel really strong. You should have a strong stance right now. Remember to come back to your breath. You can use your hand on your belly to show you that you're actually breathing with your diaphragm instead of breathing through your chest. And then as you firm the legs, I want you to think about taking your tailbone and pulling it down towards the ground. Doing this is going to activate your glutes. Moving up a little bit further, I want you to think about lifting your collarbones up towards the sky. So our collarbones, we tend to kind of round and they kind of start to droop down. I want you to think about lifting the collarbones up. Doing this is going to draw your shoulder blades down and back, so you're in a nice, proud, strong stance. And with this next breath, I want you to think about deeply inhaling, expanding your belly, and with the exhale, release the stress and tension as you're holding in your neck. Breath there. You might have heard a crack or a pop, and that is good. And I want you to think about just being light. You can take your hands to your side and just feeling how strong and confident and happy this feels to just be in this pose. With your next inhale, I want you to draw your shoulders up towards your ears with a slight bend in your knees. Exhale, squeeze. From squeezing your shoulders, you're going to drop them back down. And we're just going to make that movement a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and bend the knees. Squeeze at the top, your shoulders to your ears, keeping the front of the legs activated, the back of the legs activated. Then exhale, release. Now let's make that bigger this time, bending the knees, adding the arms. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, and then let's go ahead and exhale, release the arms down, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Full body movement here. Let's drop our hips down. Reach up, squeeze, make yourself really long and tall, and then exhale, One more time. This time I want you to think about your energy. So you're gonna scoop in a big breath of fresh air, fresh, happy energy. And then as you exhale, you're gonna let out negative energy, fatigue, any kind of worries, any kind of sickness, any kind of viruses that are driving you nuts. Exhale. One more time. Big breath of fresh air. Exhale. Let it go. All right, this time we're gonna go ahead and bend. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Now, in this forward fold, I want you to bend your knees graciously and allow your belly to rest right on your legs, on the tops of your thighs. Inhale, we're just gonna lift up halfway. So we're gonna kick our hip points up towards the sky, and we're just gonna lift ourselves up halfway. And so we have, our energy is coming right out of our spine. And then we're gonna go ahead, exhale, fold, bend the knees, allow your chest to sit right on your legs. And now we're gonna come up one vertebrae at a time, tucking your tailbone under, spiraling up. A big inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, let's forward fold. Dropping the hips down, resting the belly on the legs. Inhale, halfway up and look, finding that length. Exhale, dropping the hips back down and tucking the tailbone, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, lift. Now this time, arms are up, shoulders are dropping away from your ears right now. This time we're gonna have a seat in chair pose. Take a breath here for 3, 2, and 1. Rest your belly right on the top of your thighs and release the legs. Stretch it out one side, then the other. Let's go ahead. Inhale, halfway up and look, find your length. Exhale, forward fold. Let's drop the hips, tuck the tailbone, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. This time, take the hands right by the feet. You decide, step into plank or hop. Now, you're in plank pose right now. You can also come to your knees if this is difficult for you. Spread through your fingers. So I'm thinking about pushing my weight specifically through my pointer finger and my thumb. Okay, that's gonna take some of the pressure out of the wrists. Now, you decide to shift forward, lower down to chaturanga, and press up to upward dog. Or you can skip the chaturanga. Exhale, you're gonna go ahead, bend the knees, shoot your hips back. Now, let's peel ourselves up one side at a time. So just work on straightening one leg and then the other. This is called downward dog. So still, we're thinking about upper body. We're pressing through the big finger and the thumb. And then our triceps are spinning back and our biceps are spinning forward. And then with the lower body, we're lifting our hip points up towards the sky. And then we are going to actually turn our feet in, and you're going to get a little internal rotation there. And you can pedal it out. Eventually, when you become more flexible, you'll be able to allow your heels to come to the floor. And on the knees, take your gaze in between your hands, and then you decide step or hop to the front of your mat. Let's just go ahead and have a seat. Once you get there, let's just go ahead and shift your center back a little bit, draw your belly button into your spine, and then we're going to just lower down one vertebrae at a time till we're laying right on our backside. Bend the knees, take your heels to your hips. Palms can face up or they can take a bind behind your back. So driving your weight through your heels, press your hips up towards the ceiling. Here you're going to drive your weight down, you're going to press your hips up, your inner thighs are going to squeeze together, and then you can actually even take your arms back behind your bottom, squeeze your shoulder blades together, opening up, feeling a really good stretch through your chest. Your chest is going to raise up towards your chin, and your chin is going to stay tucked, eyes looking at the ceiling. And just breathe as you hold bridge pose for 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Release the bind with your hands. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. It feels like a really nice massage on your back. And then let's go ahead and lift the right leg straight up towards the sky. Take your hands, wrap it around that leg, and drop your other leg right down on the ground. Now I just want you to point your toe towards the sky and then pull your toe right towards your face. And you can just keep doing this, stretching out through the ankles. And if you want to make little ankle circles, that's up to you. And then I just want you to bend the knee and straighten the leg. About 5 times. And then we're going to add those 2 things together. So bend the knee, straighten the leg, and then I want you to pull the toe towards the shin. Now I want you to try that one about 5 times. You're actually going to start to feel some heat in the front of your legs from this muscle contraction. And one more time. Great. Go ahead and draw your knee into your chest. Take your nose to your knee. Feel a good old stretch there. And then we're just going to go ahead and reach for your bottom of your foot for half happy baby. So just bending the knee and then straighten it. You're going to feel a really good stretch through the hips while you do this exercise. So just half happy baby. Only doing one leg at a time. And then let's go ahead and draw this knee into the center line. And then exhale, let's take a gentle twist, taking the leg across the body. And your gaze is going to look over your right shoulder. And on your next inhale, bring it back to center. Let's go ahead and switch sides. This time, raise the left leg up and drop the right leg down. Starting just by stretching out the ankles, go ahead and point the toe towards the sky and then flex it. Pull your toe towards your shin. And do that about 5 times. And then I just want you to bend the knee and straighten it. And each time you straighten the leg, think about activating the muscles. Firming your legs. And then you're going to combine those 2 movements together. Bend the leg, point the toe, then flex the toe. All right, go ahead and draw your knee into your nose, rounding out through the spine, and then exhale, release. Reach for the bottom of your foot for half happy baby. Same thing on the other side. So I like to bend and straighten it, especially as I'm getting going in the morning when I don't have that flexibility just to hold. But you can always just hold if that feels good for you as well. Draw your knee back to center this time, taking a gentle twist on the other side. So take your knee across the body. You can place your hand on the knee for a little extra stretch, and then take your gaze over to the left fingertips. Twists are really great for the digestive system. If you're not feeling good, this is a really great way to get whatever's going, those viruses that you're fighting off, out of your system. Flush it away. On your next inhale, bring it back to center. This time, take both knees in towards your chest, bringing your nose to your knees, and then reach for your feet. Let's go for full happy baby here. And you can rock gently back side to side if it feels good for you. And then let's go ahead and take the legs together and slowly lower. So draw your belly button in towards the mat. All right, feel that tuck, feel it firm there. And then I just want you to slowly lower your legs. Relax through your upper body. Keep your lower body engaged. And release all the way down to the mat. So palms face up here, toes are gonna kind of fall out to the outer edges of your mat. This is our final pose for today, Shavasana. And so I just want you to start to bring your awareness back to your breath. And if you want, if it was very helpful for you at the beginning of the yoga practice to put your hand on your belly to make sure it rises and falls, you can go back to that. And Shavasana is a pose, a chance to relax and unwind and prepare for meditation. So our busy bodies, our busy minds, we're so used to doing, we become human doings instead of human beings. We forget what it's like just to be. And I'll admit there's even some times when I do yoga, I have a goal. It's about toning and strengthening. And sometimes these gentle yogas just bring you back to being instead of doing. And for some people, the silence is painful. But those are the ones that need this the most. So if you can smile and admit that that's you, you're a human doing, then you are in the right place right now. I'm going to allow you some time just to breathe and be present in this moment. Let's go ahead and bring awareness to our body. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Become alive again. Now, if you have more time to practice yoga, meditation, and you want to stay in this pose, corpse pose, Shavasana, you're welcome to do so. But we're going to go ahead and finish our practice here today. So go ahead and roll onto the side, your right side. Curl up into that little ball, resting your head on your arm. Thank yourself for taking the time to do this. Challenging yourself to do something different from your norm. Mustering up the courage to move and practice yoga even when you don't exactly feel like it. Your body thanks you. Movement is the answer for many problems, for our stress, for our illnesses. Meditation plays a huge part in our healing, mentally and physically. It's a blessing to have you here in this practice with me. Go ahead and press yourself up to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Take your thumb to your third eye. Go ahead and bow from the hips. Namaste. If you enjoyed this workout today, be sure to click the thumbs up and then the red button that says subscribe. That way you'll be notified every time I post a new yoga workout. Also, there is a bell sign that right next to that subscribe button that will let you know anytime I post a video. So make sure you click that too. Have a great day, and I hope you feel recharged, refreshed, and renewed.